Hey guys, it's Liberty for All here for another episode. Today we're going to be headed to Florida, sunny Florida, where Governor DeSantis should actually be hailed a hero for standing up for the rights for Floridians, children, parents, and just Americans all across the country. Please check out this video and I will be back to give my commentary. Love it.
Well, thanks. We're excited to be here, and I just want to say something quickly. Joe Biden has taken to himself to try to single out Florida over COVID. This is a guy who ran for president saying he was going to, quote, shut down the virus. And what has he done? He's imported more virus from around the world by having a wide open southern border. You have hundreds of thousands of people pouring across every month. And it's not just from Mexico. In fact, it's rarely from Mexico. You have over 100 different countries where people are pouring through. Not only are they letting them through, they're then farming them out all across our communities across this country, putting them on planes, putting them on buses. Do you think they're being worried about COVID for that? Of course not. So he's facilitating. Who knows what new variants are out there, but I can tell you whatever variants are around the world, they're coming across that southern border. And so he's not shutting down the virus, he's helping to facilitate it in our country. And what is his big solution? What is he so upset about Florida? His solution is he wants to have the government force kindergartners to wear masks in school. He doesn't believe the parents should have a say in that. He thinks that should be a decision for the government. Well, I can tell you in Florida, the parents are going to be the ones in charge of that decision. And one of the major medical people in his administration just recently told parents that they should be wearing masks at home when they're around their own children. This is insane. Joe Biden also believes that vaccination should be mandated by force of government and that you should have to show vaccination status to be able to participate in society. Now, Florida, we're very proud of our Seniors First strategy. You look at the mortality in nursing homes among seniors, it's declined dramatically. But we said from the beginning, we're going to make it available for all, but we're not going to mandate it on anybody. That's ultimately an individual's choice to be able to do it. Biden, he rejects science because he denies the fact that people that recover from COVID have long-lasting immunity. And that's been proven time and time again, and the data is very clear. So his vision is, just like in New York City, restaurants should ban young kids from being able to go in because they're not eligible for vaccination, and law-abiding citizens have to produce proof of their medical records just to go to the gym or attend an event or just to participate in everyday society. He wants that, but yet if you want to vote, he thinks it's too much of a burden to show a picture ID when you're voting. So no voter ID, but have to show your medical papers just to be able to live in everyday life? Give me a break. And so I think the question is we can either have a free society or we can have a biomedical security state. And I can tell you, Florida, we're a free state. People are going to be free to choose to make their own decisions about themselves, about their families, about their kids' education, and about putting food on the table. And Joe Biden suggests that if you don't do lockdown policies, then you should, quote, get out of the way. But let me tell you this. If you're coming after the rights of parents in Florida, I'm standing in your way. I'm not going to let you get away with it. If you're trying to deny kids a proper in-person education, I'm going to stand in your way, and I'm going to stand up for the kids in Florida. If you're trying to restrict people, impose mandates, if you're trying to ruin their jobs and their livelihoods and their small business, if you are trying to lock people down, I am standing in your way, and I'm standing for the people of Florida. So why don't you do your job? Why don't you get this border secure? And until you do that, I don't want to hear a blip about COVID from you. Thank you.
This video is phenomenal. When I tell you, I've watched it at least 5 times. The mere sheer joy of the two gentlemen at the end, high fiving, hugging each other. I mean, you can see the excitement in their face, knowing that we have someone that is wanting to stand up for our rights, and not everyone in politics have gone completely rogue. YouTube has tried to censor me in another video, and I really want to see what's going to happen with this one. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen because I'm not, saying I stand on whatever stance. I'm just saying I appreciate DeSantis for standing up for Floridians' rights and ultimately Americans' rights because he is 100% correct. We as parents, as citizens, should be able to choose if we want our kids to go in person or not. We should be able to choose what we do with our bodies and everything else like it. So I'm just going to sit back, watch, wait, and enjoy DeSantis and others like him who are standing up and speaking out on American citizens' rights. I mean, if you guys listen to the video, the joy in the audience. I mean, you don't even have to see the people in the audience. The way they are clapping and cheering, you can tell that they're like, this man gets it. He's here to protect us, our rights, what we stand up for, what we believe in, what our children need. He is amazing. And I personally want to thank you, DeSantis, and anyone else like you who's out there in politics, or if they're not in politics, but are willing to stand up for our freedom and our civil liberties. I mean, it really is heartwarming to know that this man is standing up for our rights. And like I said, those two guys at the end look like kids in candy stores. I mean, the sheer joy and excitement on their face, just knowing that this man is not afraid to stand up for our rights, to state what he believes in. I mean, I love it. I don't give a blip about what you say. Awesome. There should be more of that. There really should. I am so tired of these sheep just laying down and conforming to just what they're being fed. We need more people like DeSantis to stand out and protect our freedoms, protect our rights, and protect our future generations. We really do. They look up to us. We should not be raising a herd of sheep that are just going to go along with whatever the mainstream authority, media, what have you, is trying to portray. Have a mind. Think for yourself. It's okay. You're not the only one. I know it might seem scary going on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram and seeing that the majority of your social media friends or family or what have you may think one way, but I can assure you there are thousands, millions that probably agree with the way that you think, and that's okay. A lot of people are just afraid to say it. And I just had to share this video clip because I think it's amazing. I really do. I absolutely love it. I love the way that he speaks. I love what he's for. And I am blessed. I really am blessed that to know that there are people like DeSantis out there that are fighting for our rights and are not going to sit down and conform and be told nonsense that goes against our civil liberties. So I just wanted to make this video and to share it with you all who are like-minded individuals and can think for themselves, to know that there are governors and other politicians out there, they're not all crooked, that are actually trying to preserve what our forefathers have fought for. And as you can hear in the segment, he's getting the elderly people the vaccines that they need. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know what he's also doing? He's providing and securing liberty and freedom for people that deserve it in the state of Florida, to have the ability to choose what is best for their family, regardless of the topic or situation at hand. And I want to say thank you, DeSantis. Keep doing what you're doing. You are awesome. Thanks, guys.